Hey writers, this is Lee Jessup, career coach for emerging and professional screenwriters, as well as screenwriting professor for the David Lynch grad program for cinematic studies, coming at you with an industry update. A few of you guys emailed me over the last few days to discuss that Hollywood Reporter article that came out last week about the shrinking numbers for staff writing positions in television in the 2023-2024 TV season. Those numbers came out at the end of last week. And so I wanted to comment on it. And yes, I am pausing the release of my 5 Steps to Becoming a Better Writer series for this, but I think it's important to talk about because a lot of you guys have reached out and said, wow, the numbers are serious. This is kind of scary. What do we know? What happened? So we've been talking for a while about contraction. And for those of you who've not read it, and I'll include the link in the comments, Hollywood Reporter came out with numbers about the jobs lost post-strike in the 2023-2024 TV writing season. And the losses were massive, right? There are 42% drop in the number of jobs in the TV space. Now, I get that sounds incredibly dramatic and scary, especially for those of you who are trying to break into TV, but I will say just keep watching, listen through, let me say the whole thing. The industry at large has been talking about this contraction for a long time for this very reason. We knew that the numbers went down. We knew that in part because there wasn't the runway to the 2023-2024 TV season that allowed for more writing positions. Usually we start TV writing season in June of a particular year. Because of the strike, we were not working for 6 months. Jobs came back in October, November of 2023, but they did come back less because we really withdrew on the quantity of television that we were and are releasing. 2023, 2024, you guys, was dark. It was not a good time, but we are looking at those numbers in retrospect. We are looking at previous TV season, not current TV season or next TV season. Now, ultimately, am I going to tell you that we're going to bounce back to what it was? No, I'm not. We knew that there is a contraction. We know this is going on, but I can tell you that my friends in representation have been kind of sending out warning signs that they're half the number of TV shows, half the number of TV jobs, all through the end of 2023 and the beginning of 24 and into 24. We've definitely seen that. It was definitely a reality that we all confronted and knew was there and we're talking about, which is why we talked about writing in the time of contraction. Now, the industry is cyclical. Everything that falls, most things that fall, rise again. Not to say that it'll rise to the same number, but we are seeing some improvement for sure in current TV numbers. I am seeing more writers that were previously unstaffed following the strike now getting back to work. So we are seeing an improvement, and we've dropped having to say exist to 26, which is what everybody was thinking about as 24 drew to a close, and we didn't see a significant shift until that moment came when we did. Now, as we are continuing to see streamers are raising their prices, that means more content is coming out. It's going to have to come out. It's going to have to be produced. Are we going back to pre-strike, pre-COVID numbers? I don't know. Peak TV is over. We know this. The period of time that is known as peak TV was 2013 to 2023. And that's where it ended. But that doesn't mean that we are going down to significantly smaller numbers and that we're not actually expecting to see a bump in the 24-25 season because we are getting back to a healthier business. Like I said, TV is cyclical like every other part of this business. We are in the thick of capitalism, and so there is supply and demand here. There is a desired and a desirable product in TV content. So I wouldn't write off TV industry just yet. And we did expect, for what it's worth, that season to have been a terrible season. So for me, seeing those numbers was not a great surprise. I understand that seeing it black on white can be jarring. But that, I think, when we look back on that, will be the low point, and we are slowly getting better and getting back to a more prolific TV creation space, more shows in development, more rooms kicking off, more opportunity for TV writers. It's not to say that, they're handing out TV writing jobs in the airport. They are not. But we are seeing things start to shift again, which is what we've been waiting for. So don't chuck your TV writing dreams just yet. We are an ever-changing, dynamic business. Keep pushing towards the things that you want, but work smart. So if you are writing TV but have a feature you're dying to write, this might be the right moment to do so, because it'll be easier to attract representation with that. So the industry's not going anywhere. TV content is not going anywhere. We are slowly recovering. Whether you emphasize the slow or the recovery, it is happening, but I understand how it can all be jarring as well. So thanks for bearing with me. Hopefully this was helpful. Subscribe for more, and I will see you soon.